Amazing. Okay. All right, Mr. Liam. You know what's the best part about this bit?
What's the best part?
I can cut all of this beginning part out,
Oh.
so I'm just gonna get used to it. Okay.
It's an honor to be here, by the way.
Thank you. I don't know why I said
Yeah,
thank
I'm gonna already screw up your intro by
Yeah,
just
well,
saying things.
you. Yeah, I know. Well, thanks for bringing something in, so I have to keep this in now because you've already started talking.
Oh shit.
I was preparing, but
I-
no, it's okay. We'll start. Welcome, Liam, to Ali's Life in Progress podcast.
I know it is, and it's. I already said, but it's an honor.
This
It's
is
a
the
blessing.
second episode, so you're the second guest. It's very early stages, as you can tell.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
But-
So
Hold on. I thought this is a third episode.
this
but
is
it's episode 2.
technically the third episode. The first
Yes.
episode was episode 0
Yes.
because it was sort of just me rambling.
It's a pilot.
I don't really like. Yeah, it's a pilot. I didn't really count that.
Hmm.
You sound like you've watched a lot more of the podcast than you actually have. By the way you sound right now.
I think a collective total of maybe 5 minutes. I think it is on. Oh, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I will be watching Ali's Life in Progress. That is for sure.
I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm already sort of surprised. Like, no flame to Anton, but like how easy it is to just sit back and listen to someone else talk rather
Then
than have to
compared to
constantly
him.
prompt him. Like,
Yeah,
all right,
I think they call that being slightly more neurotypical. I think
amazing.
that's-
So like,
yeah.
I did like a half intro, so I don't know when the actual intro sequence is gonna go now. But yeah, welcome everyone to the Life in Progress podcast. We have Liam here, one of my good friends. I hope you enjoy this podcast and hopefully see a side of my friends that I think I uniquely see in myself, and I want to share this with everyone, including my future self.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, I'm ready.
Intro sequence. It's a bit underwhelming. You know when you see that in like an actual podcast, it looks like they also experience the intro sequence. It's a bit underwhelming when like
When we
you're
should get it
sitting
up
here.
here as well, and
should we
That's
play
right.
it as
We
well?
should get it up.
Well, the intro sequence isn't actually done yet because we still have to
all
film
right,
the
yeah,
B-roll.
we have
So it's a
to.
surprise to us as well.
We don't know what it's gonna look like,
but it will look amazing. I'm
they'll-
sure it would look amazing.
One of us will be mogging. Shall we?
Have you
say.
seen the intro yet?
Oh yeah.
Intro is one of my proudest parts.
I
I'm
have
just like
seen-
sitting there like doing B-roll for no reason. Yeah. All right. Well, Lamb, how was your morning?
How was my morning? It was nice. I woke up, got out of bed eventually.
Mm-hmm.
What did I had 2 slices of raisin toast, well buttered, very well buttered. And I thought this isn't going to be enough because it's only the really thin style raisin toast.
Yeah.
A good day, you have to have the cafe style
Mm-hmm.
because in those 2 slices, your morning's set. But if you just have the thin ones, then you're wanting more. So what would you think?
I think I'm gonna break your world right now. Like, I think your entire world's gonna crumble. I
What?
hate raisin toast.
Oh,
Like
fuck
everything
off.
was
Yeah.
little bit.
So I've already started cursing. Oh, why? Why?
Look, I just like if I want to add sultanas or anything inside of my bread, I'll just let's put it on top, not inside the bread. I don't like it inside the bread or like raisins and stuff like just not inside the bread, not mixed in with the bread. I saw your face cry. No, it's just that I don't.
What about
I don't
sultana
eat
brand?
I don't eat that much like toast anyways. I eat a lot of rice and stuff, so like I barely eat toast.
You like different carbs, okay?
I
sure.
do like different
No,
carbs.
all right.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
all right.
Um,
Sultana brand though.
no.
Fair. I don't like that. No,
That really
I-
sounded like you were trying to fit in.
No, I
like
love.
you-
I do like sultana bread. I had to fold. No, yeah. So I had 2 slices of raisin toast.
Eventful morning.
No, hold on. I'm like, I need to eat something else because, like I said, it was thin.
Hmm.
So what would be a good breakfast meal? Do you reckon?
What's a good breakfast meal?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna sound crazy again, but normally
Rice.
I
You're gonna say rice.
I either skip breakfast or I
Oh.
make my breakfast another lunch. So like, I just eat what I normally eat for like lunch or dinner in breakfast.
Just at
Like
in the
every
morning.
single meal of
If
mine
you're awake,
is rice
nice.
and some like curry dish or something like that.
Right.
So
Okay.
it's like just a main.
I could have had last night's dinner, but no, I had 2 chocolates and then some.
I didn't eat anything this morning. I'm running on fumes right now.
You're running on your bottle of Coke and caffeine.
Yeah, bottle of Coke.
Bottle
That's
of
really
Coke.
powering through right now.
Go! Go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I read some slot books. We'll get to that later, I think. And I don't think I watched any YouTube today.
Oh no,
Not-
you look distraught over
Not
that.
yet. Because normally, I'll like a court jester. You need to be like a king, has a court jester
Mhm.
entertain him when
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
eating.
of course, yeah.
That's everyone with YouTube. But I didn't. I was just on my phone reading while I was eating.
Mhm.
So I had that to kind of turn my brain off.
Okay.
So no YouTube.
Like you might notice me like sitting here in a bit of shock, and this is still continuing from the previous.
I
thing.
know
Like,
I'm
just so
you're gonna have to
surprised.
cut me off, buddy.
I'm so surprised that
It's
I
the
don't have to like
opposite
say
of
much.
Anton.
Like
Yeah.
you're just flowing by
I
yourself.
know.
Damn. All right. Yeah. So and then you had your trip here. Did you?
I had
Anything interesting happen?
anything interesting happen? No, I parked at the local station. There were plenty of parking spots.
See, if you drive most of the way, then you get interesting experiences. If you take the train, it's all pretty normal. But
Normally it's the other way around. What do you mean?
really?
You think that nothing happens on the train normally compared to driving?
Yeah. I think okay. This sort of goes into
You're
a
right.
thought of my
Yeah,
morning,
yeah,
right?
you're right. Let's see
Um,
what happened.
So like, well, I slept really late yesterday night, as I do.
Many
right?
such
Like
cases.
4:30 a.m. levels of sleep,
Mm.
and then I woke up at like I put my alarm for like 10:30. For context, this is like 3 p.m. This room's in book for 3 p.m. So I was like,
Yes.
I'll leave like a few hours for me to like prepare, come in. So I
Mm.
actually woke up at 12, because I was like, I'll sleep a bit extra in, I'll be more awake. Then I
Yeah.
took a shower, and then I haven't told my dad or anyone that like I've been doing this as a hobby or anything.
Right.
He goes, "Where are you going?" And I'm like, "Okay." When someone asks me directly where I'm going, I'm gonna say like what what it is. And I sort of like, because this is like a side hobby, I didn't really want many people to know.
Right.
So I'm like, "Oh, I'm filming a podcast." Do you wanna know what he asked straight after?
Are you getting paid?
He wasn't like it wasn't like happy or sad or anything like that. He just looks at me and he goes, "Are you doing anything adult or illegal?"
On the podcast. Oh, we're gonna be getting real.
Yeah,
freaky,
like
yeah.
he was like, "Are you sure you're not doing anything illegal or adult?" I don't know what he thinks. Who he thinks I am?
What-
Like, have you
what-
seen me?
What
Like,
could one be
when
doing?
have I done anything adult or illegal? I'm like, my response there was like, I don't even have adult or illegal life experiences to just share.
Like,
Like,
what-
I just don't have.
What is that?
It's
Dad?
really funny. Like, I rate it like W first questions, you know.
Like, yeah.
He's just,
Are
like,
you a
getting the-
criminal, Ali?
And then like after like 2 minutes, he goes, "Oh, I'll be interested to see it. It sounds like a really cool idea."
Oh.
Then that's a normal answer.
Yeah, you could have led with that, Dad. But okay.
Yeah, but that was good fun. Like I thought that was really funny.
That was really funny.
Then I drove to Redfern, so like it was a long
Okay.
drive. It
Yeah.
was like an hour drive.
What'd you listen
Because I
to?
took tolls. So the reason why I got here so quickly was because I took tolls. So it only took 50 minutes rather than an hour and 30 or like an hour and 20.
That can't be right. That's
it
got to
is.
be hyperbole.
No. We can check Google Maps. and it
15
was,
minutes.
50.
Oh, okay.
No, not
I'm like,
15.
that doesn't make any.
No,
Yeah.
50 minutes.
50. Okay. I
Um,
can believe that.
Yeah, so, and then, you know what I realized today? I think I'm turning into one of the idiotic drivers on the road.
What,
I think-
what did you do? What did you
I think
do?
I am. Well, on the way here was specifically kind of wild.
Mm.
Because I couldn't put my phone on the, like, you know how I've got a phone holder in my car right next to my steering
Yeah,
wheel?
yeah,
I couldn't put my phone on there. So, like, it was just in the console or, like, in the, like, middle space in my
Mhm.
car. So, like, I couldn't, like, there was no, like, maps or anything like that. I was just
Just
driving
raw
off
dogging
my
it,
head.
yeah.
Like, I usually have the maps there just for entertainment. Like, I
Oh,
just need
to
something, like...
just to see the little arrow
Yeah,
go a
yeah.
bit to the left.
Like it looks little. It's a
I
fun
get
little
it. I
thing,
get
you
it,
know.
yeah.
And it gets pretty boring just driving in a straight line on the highway for like 40 minutes, which is most of my drive, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I was getting so bored. Like I couldn't even like. There was just nothing. There was just like I was just driving
no
straight. just
Radio
nothing.
wasn't on. No music.
Radio. The music was on, but like
That's
I
still
don't
not,
know. It
not
just
enough.
wasn't doing it, right?
Right.
And I realized that like this drive specifically, not I'm usually a very safe driver. But like I got to like the Redfern-ish area,
Mm.
like where you exit through the like interchange. What is it? The towards Euston Road, which is like when
Oh,
you like go out of the motorway through the tunnel. Over there,
yeah.
I like merged. So there was like two lanes, right? There's cars parked on front, and I merged into the left lane.
Yep.
And then I realized that this car's parked. So I
Oh,
stop a little bit behind them. And then I put my indicator on.
to go
And
back.
there's a car going forward that like was behind me. And then I put my indicator on while it's still here. And then as it goes past me, I also merge behind it, right? The car
Sounds
behind didn't want to
normal.
give way, right? So it was like speeding up. And then it beat me when I like merged in.
I'm an asshole. Beep. Fuck
So
you.
I felt like an
Yeah.
idiotic driver. But that turn as well, I sort of took it a bit harshly. So I think I was like 50-50, you know?
Okay. Well, you
But that's
what?
my standards. So like
Hmm.
to everyone else's standards, I was fine.
Your
But to
first
my
error.
standards, I was like sort of like
You moved
idiotic.
into that lane.
Yeah, but like there was no indication that those parked cars. So
Sometimes you just have to know these things.
I live in Spring
You
Farm,
just
mate.
have
How
to.
am I meant to know
You just
these
have to
things?
know there's gonna be cars,
I
parked
just doxed
cars.
myself. This is great.
Whoa! Hold
I
on.
saw where I
See,
live, exactly which way I got here. Like
I said local train station, so I was already thinking.
I don't even care at this point.
Like he lives right. Write this down. His address is no.
I was so curious because I could just because it's a recorder, I can bleep it out
You can,
anyways. I was so
yeah.
curious whether you would actually say it.
Is it start with 16?
Wait, we're in the clear, gents. We're in the clear.
I'm trying. Like I could drive there. I couldn't write down the address. The way I remember people's addresses is not like their letterbox or anything. That's a cheeky reference.
The reference. They'll get it later.
We'll get that. We'll get that later. But like the search address in Google Maps, I have to see that string of text, and I'll remember like how that looks like on my phone to
Mhm.
remember where someone lives. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so you like remember like based off like places you've been rather than the like location like writing address that they live in.
No, I think I remember the address, but it has to be almost a photo of the address.
Okay.
So
So you're like familiar to it, but you don't know it by heart.
yeah.
Like when it pops up, like isn't if you like search on Google Maps, like if someone showed you a bunch of friends' addresses, just the
Mm,
road and then the like take out the suburb because that's cheating.
mm.
But like just the road and the street, like the street number,
I'd be able to
you'll
get
be
it.
able to get like whose address.
But the
You have.
way it's stored in my brain is like maybe a photo of a text message that it was first sent to me that said, "This is where blah 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 lives,"
Huh.
or
I
I
like how you avoided tapping the table. That was very
oh that was subconscious, yeah. Or
Very
even if
good.
it's like yeah on Google Maps, like I would have typed in the address and I can see whatever
Okay,
address
so
there.
it's like visually encoded. That's
I
really
think
interesting.
I think it's visually encoded. But
It's
then
really weird when like writing becomes. I know like how writing can become like visually encoded, which is like, cause like,
yeah, well, yeah, because that's how I
but it's
used to
weirdly
study.
encoded. Cause it's like, hmm,
Like
interesting.
in high school, yeah, I'd study by just writing at the same thing a million times, like Bart, on the chalkboard in detention, writing out. I will not. What did he say?
It changes every like time
Yeah,
sequence.
whatever
Like
he
I don't.
says. That's how I study. So I think maybe that's my. I've programmed my brain to think that way.
Interesting.
Fun fact, by the way. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
All right.
What
Well.
was the question?
Yeah. Well, it was how was your morning? That
Oh
was the
yeah.
question.
So that's how I studied in my HSC.
um. Well, it is the new year. It is
Yeah.
the 5th right now.
It's not. It's not the
5
6th.
days late.
It's not the
5
7th.
days late.
It's the 5th.
But yeah, how was your New Year's, Mr. Lim?
How was my new year? Like, as in the past 4 days, or the
Start with the
hours?
like actual like New Year like first, and then like go like how has the New Year been generally? Like how was like the night of
Oh,
New
like New Year's
yeah,
Eve.
Eve
New Year's Eve.
or like early day slash Eve. Yeah.
Early. Yeah, yeah. Okay, sure. We can.
Do we want to do that? We can skip past it. You can do an Anton skip.
No, let's see. I have.
You look like they did something really cheeky.
Oh
like
no,
this,
no, no.
like-
That was nothing. No, I've got a little story there.
Maybe my dad was like warning.
Maybe
you.
I'm the criminal.
Maybe you're the adult
Maybe
illegal
I'm
one.
the adult. No, I went out with some friends, and we left a bit late.
Mm,
I went with Jamin and some friends.
huge.
Yep.
Will be
And
mentioned again during this.
oh, great. And yeah. So I was catching up with two of my friends, but I left with Jamin. The others were already in there, and we were trying to organize how to meet up.
Mhm.
And I misread a text message, so I ended up in a completely different park with him than they were. And so like, oh, come to us. Bring some alcoholic beverages.
Mhm.
And we had we purchased a ticket later to a pub-ish bar thing down the road to enter.
You have to purchase tickets.
Well, this
it's
is New Year's
so,
Eve,
okay,
yeah.
fair enough.
And so the drinks they bought had to be consumed fairly quickly because it was getting kind of late. Like we actually wanted to go to the place.
Mhm.
And so I had like two tiny cans of like hard rated.
Mhm.
And skip a few, I ended up throwing up in the bathroom out my nose.
Out your nose.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
It was not pleasant.
Uh-huh.
So normally like that amount of alcohol is it should not be it should not have disastrous effects like that.
Mhm.
But this time it did. I just felt a little sick and I went, you know what? Let's just cut it off early. Let's do a smart tactical thing and just
Wow.
let it all out.
Interesting.
And
Interesting strategy.
And I mean I felt
Did
better.
you drink after?
Water.
Oh, you didn't drink anymore after.
I was like, hell no.
Oh, okay. Very responsible.
Yes.
Because I know friends that like
I'm
not
back
the
to
ones
it.
that we know, but like they use it as a strat where they vomit intentionally and then they just drink more because it's out of the system.
It's in the Hunger Games. Yeah. They do that in the
Do they?
They do that in the capital.
Oh,
Yeah.
in the capital.
In the capital, yeah.
I didn't know that. I haven't seen like I saw the last one recently, but like the songbirds and ballad whatever that
Ballad
one.
of Songbirds and Snakes, yep.
That one was pretty good. I
It's
really enjoyed
it's good.
That.
Are we all excited for the newest one coming out too?
Is there another one coming out?
Yeah, because
What's that one about?
it's about Hamish's first games.
Oh, I loved Hamish.
Yeah, Sunrise on the
so cool.
Reaping. Yeah.
Oh damn! I've also realized I didn't put the timer on, so I don't know how far we're in.
We
which is
started
great.
around
So
like 3:30, I think.
We're gonna start the timer now.
Okay.
And then we'll just add like 10 minutes on top.
But
It's
yeah,
probably been about that much.
that was about my. That was still before midnight.
Mhm.
We can skip some of the midnight activities. That's a bit criminal.
Fair
And
enough.
then I don't remember what happened the next day. Or did I work? I think I worked in the morning, so I got 3 hours of public holiday rates.
Wow.
Went home and probably watched TV. Oh,
Yeah.
watched Percy Jackson.
Here we
Oh,
go.
another
Here we go. Another reference.
Another reference.
Foreshadowing.
And then the Stranger Things finale. So,
Okay.
yeah, so that was my.
I haven't watched a single episode of Stranger Things. So
I had not until like 2 weeks ago.
I was considering, but
Keep it that way.
yes, good.
No, it's good, but you notice a drop off in quality and the tone shifts and.
I noticed that a lot about shows. Like as soon as the show gets bought out by a bigger corporation, you can see
You can see the effects.
you can see the effects. Not necessarily worse or better. It's just changes.
Yes. There is a big. I felt there was a tonal shift in the third season, and then there's it gets a bit better, but it just feels very different to the first two.
I do love my like 1 or 2 season shows. Like those
Yeah.
ones I usually peak because like they
yes,
don't like
they have
that
a
much
kind
changes.
of. They don't need to
And plus like
drag out.
they know that their storyline fits into that long. Usually they
Yeah.
don't intend it to be longer.
They write it for
So
that.
yeah,
period.
exactly.
Yeah.
But I watch a lot of like, I've watched like a lot of crime stuff. So like, it's good for that because it's like a wrapped in
Right.
story
Yeah.
that like just goes through that. And if they make another season, it'll be a completely different story. So it's
Yeah.
not like you're continuing
It's like
something.
an anthology. Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever that means.
And like the Star Wars films. Oh my god.
I haven't watched Star
Sorry,
Wars.
I gotta stop.
Another
I
reference.
gotta stop doing that. I gotta stop.
You can if you want.
Anthology, like when they made Rogue One and Solo.
Yeah,
And Anthology, I think
that's a nice drink.
I'm gonna hit the nope. Don't hit the table. Yeah, yeah. More of a Sprite guy, but that's all right. What's it lift? Yeah.
No, I prefer Solo over Sprite.
Are they both lemonade? Which
No.
one
Oh,
Sprite
well,
is Solo?
Yeah, actually, Solo's
or
a
is it
lemon
is it
drink. I
squash?
don't know if it's
Is it like vicious or is it calm?
vicious.
So it's a squash.
Quite vicious, yeah.
We don't like the vicious ones.
I like vicious ones.
Whoa! Criminal.
Yeah, so how's the new year been in general? So, like,
How has it been?
it's been 5 days. Has it felt like 5 days?
I can't tell. I can't tell. I think we're entering 2026. I think hopeful. A bit feeling like this is the year. You feel it every year,
Yeah.
and then you want to die at the end. But this is the year, I reckon.
This is actually the year.
This may be the one year.
How was last year? Like, before we get into your ages, like, what did you think of last year? How was, like, 2025 as a general year?
I've had better years.
You've had better... What's been your best year?
Like 2019.
2019. School.
Yeah, like year 11.
Year
I think.
11.
I did do an ACL, so it wasn't great then.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I did it. No, I did in 2020 my ACL.
What part of 2019 do you, like, miss from, like, now?
My happiness.
Gotta be too real for a second.
No, 2019, year 11, I had the high school love, the academic not washed, the sporting triumphs. I think it was just all very. You look back at it with nostalgia.
Mm-hmm.
But it was nice, it was a fun time. And then it kind of all went downhill after I met James.
Usually that statement's been said about me, but
No, I think James.
I'm like very
you,
filtered.
You've
I'm
been
very
trying to
filtered, though.
counteract the downward spiral from James.
It's it's like for Anton, it's the exact opposite. I'm like the brain rot to him. I'm like the.
I don't think there can be. How can Anton have anyone else be brain rotted enough, like in comparison?
Well,
to him?
before he wasn't as brain rot.
I just can't picture that in my head.
He was just like
normal.
Yeah, sort of. Like he was just like a regular, like sporty, just guy, just regular sporty guy.
Yeah, no, I can see that.
And then over time, like
He's.
I taught him my ways.
Oh, so it was your fault. Okay.
Yeah, it was sort of was. Yeah, I think I was like one of the pushing. I mean, there was James. Yeah, there's James as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
I
James
think
has a very eloquent way of speaking. So
one could say that. One could say that.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
you wanted to say something? You like stuttered.
I'm thinking.
You're
Yeah.
thinking. Did you want a little segment right now?
Oh, I
One
would.
of our segments.
I would love.
Well, we
a
sort of
segment.
went through the New Year's stuff, so that's like.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty good.
Okay.
I haven't
Okay.
really said anything about me.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
It's just I'm just yapping.
I'm
What
like
about you?
interviewing. Like okay.
How was your 2025?
Well, New Year's Eve is always spent with Dad because it's Dad's birthday on the 1st, right?
That's right.
So we
you
like
did
cut
say
the
that,
cake
yeah.
and and like watch the fireworks. It was very nice, very wholesome.
And this was in
In
Sydney, or
yes, in Sydney.
this was in.
So
Sydney?
I was in Brisbane before that. We had a holiday, for about 5 days.
Not 6. Okay, 5 days.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it was good. It was very therapeutic. We sort of just chilled.
Mhm.
There was there was some fun moments here and there. Like there was like we went to a cousin's place.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was good fun. Played Mario Kart with him. He's
Mm.
like in year 5.
Okay.
No, he's in year 6 now.
Now, like this year, he's in year 6.
He's going into year 6.
Oh, okay. I can't make that joke then. Yeah.
But yeah, yeah, that was really good.
Did
I had
you
some
win?
good banter. Yeah, I sort of destroyed it.
You destroyed it.
Like,
Was it
I
Mario?
thought so. It's a new Mario Kart, right?
Mario Kart World.
He bought it like 2 months ago, and I was like, all right, he's bought it like 2 months ago. He would be like, I thought this kid's doing nothing with his life apart from playing Mario Kart.
Should
I
be
was very wrong.
should be locked in on the
Like he's
grind.
in. I forgot he's going into year 6. Like this kid doesn't have gross motor skills that good developed yet. So,
You weren't cracked at
I
the video games in year
I
6?
was getting ready to absolutely like sweat my head off to just
Yeah.
keep in line with this kid. So
Yeah.
I did that, and I was very far ahead of everyone.
Oh.
And then he went, "It's because your car has 3 exhaust pipes, not 2 like mine." I was
So
like-
you were cheating the whole time.
And then I was like, "Okay, I mean I'm cheating. We'll swap controllers." And then I demolished him again.
You didn't even like pretend,
And the funny
sandbag a
part
little bit.
was before the race. I was like, "Oh, do you think you're gonna win?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna win. So good. You're gonna smash." And then I was like, "Okay."
So you just
And then
crushed this kid.
I crushed this kid's streams. I sort of broke down his ego like very quickly.
Sometimes we need a reality check.
But you've seen my Mario Kart. It's not that good. Like
Have I seen your Mario Kart?
you might have not.
I don't
James,
think, I don't think I
has.
have.
I've played it like once or twice with James.
Yeah.
I used to play it a lot on the Nintendo Wii
Yep.
when I was young.
Yep.
So at about year 4, I would have been year 3 or year 4.
Peak Mario Kart.
And I used to do this thing when I was really young where I used to think that the only way that you can get the boost, you know, the mid-air boost? Like when you play Mario Kart, you go up and then you have to do like a special move and then like you get a boost when you get back down, right?
Yes.
Like mid-jump.
Yes.
I used to think the only way you could do that is if you jumped yourself.
Oh.
Like, and then the remote would shake when I jumped, right? Like, it would do it.
Right.
So every time there was a jump, I would jump on this. I used to play the game standing up. There was no sitting down when I was playing Mario Kart. There's like just that's not what you because I was on the Nintendo Wii. I had my little steering wheel and I was standing up as a kid. Like this is probably even
Yeah,
younger than you.
that's how people drive, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Well,
That could
dude,
explain a lot
I
of the
was
problems.
I was like 8, man. Like, what was I gonna think?
Because isn't there like a button you can just press to jump, or is it just the shake on?
There's a button, yeah.
There's a button.
There's definitely a
Or
button.
you can
I
do
know
that.
now. There's a button, but in the Nintendo Wii, a lot of stuff was about motion control. Like
Yes,
that was
it
just
very
the thing,
very innovative.
right? Yeah.
Mm.
And then I was my family used to be like, "Oh, he's so good at Mario Kart." Then one time we went to Flemington Markets,
Right.
and this is a bit unrelated, but to them it's very related because it's all gaming, right? So like they usually just see it all as one.
Yes.
There was this like little setup with like a television with a game on it, and there was like controllers at the front.
In the
and-
market.
Yeah, yeah. In Flemington Markets, that's what they do.
Okay.
So they've got like a bunch of fresh food aisles, like that's the part that everyone
Ah,
knows.
yep.
Then they've got the like fun games and random little gimmicks, like they
Throw
sell
your kids
stickers
while you're
or they
doing some
yeah,
groceries.
well, sort of, yeah.
Kind of.
It's sort of like you sort of struggle through the entire market, walking across like 4 aisles of like 1 kilometer forward, or like they're like a few hundred meters, like of just it's like 100 or 200 meters of just walking in one line. That's
and
one
then
aisle.
it's the holy grail at the end.
And then at the end, you go through on Saturdays. At the end, you go through that. Then on Sundays, they expand that part a lot more. Like
Right.
yeah.
As you were
um,
saying.
So there was like a television setup, and I would sit on. I sat on front of this one. I was like, I want to play a game, and they're like, okay, you could go play a game. Then people started challenging me, like as a
Oh.
kid. And I would just keep beating one person by one person. And the guy that was selling the like whatever game stuff was like trying to get me to stay there because he was getting good business
Yeah,
by
yeah.
like people just coming in.
Yeah.
I don't remember that at all. Like I don't remember that
Oh.
happening at all. My parents remember this. I would have been really young actually. Like this would
Okay.
have been like in kindergarten maybe.
So you could
And I
have
was like,
heard-
Smacking people in this game
yeah.
in a public market. And I was
And
like,
this
wow.
was what game was this? This was
I don't even know
Don't
what
know.
game it was. They just said I was really good. And I
but you
was like,
could play against people
just
and
random people that were walking in.
it was on a Wii as well?
No,
or
it was on one of those random like off-brand like
goofy,
consoles. Yeah.
Oh. So you could have been a child prodigy.
Yeah, yeah. But it's coming back to the question. It is 2026 now.
How has your gaming experience been in 2025?
I've gotten into.
6,
Oh well.
7, yeah.
Well, in 2025, I was playing. What was I playing? I played a lot of TFT.
Oh,
which was really
yep.
good fun.
The goofy game.
I hit plat. In that game, which was really nice.
Nice.
I played a lot with. I've got one of my UK friends. that went to the UK from school. Like from school, he was here, went to the same school as me. Then he
Right.
got into like a law degree in the UK, and
Oh,
like
okay.
actually popped off like insane guy.
Mm.
So I mainly whenever I'm playing TFT, usually it's with him, and we just sort of keep that connection, just like every like
Oh,
week
okay,
or every few days in the week, we
Yeah.
just like log on and we play. It's really nice.
Have a few games.
So I was playing that a lot, and then I played a decent amount of League, not that much. A lot of people were like, I remember at the start of 2025, I had a friend challenge me saying that like, okay, I can get a higher rank than you this season, and then during the placements, I like grinded the hell out of it, hit like mid gold, and then he just struggled in silver. It just struggled so hard, and then I was like, "Oops!" This is another moment of me like sweating, expecting the other person to be way better than me. And
Right.
this is a general theme in my life where I
Oh.
think people like are way better. I think in general, I view other people like way higher than myself,
I
anyways.
think I do that a lot as
So then,
well.
like, I like put in my full effort, and then I sort of feel really embarrassed that like I've sort of just broken their ego. Like, my bad.
Yeah. So a bit
Yes,
of
a bit of
TFT,
League, and
bit of
then
League.
at the end of the year, I purchased F125.
Oh.
And I've been racing the Melbourne track a lot. Like I've been because
Right.
we're going to Melbourne. So
Yeah.
part of our group's going to Melbourne,
Mm.
right, in March.
Mm.
I was like, it'll be so cool if I can just like memorize all the turns in the Melbourne track. So then when I like go there and I see the race, you can like actually like understand how the
Yeah.
tracks like feel. Although you're not like actually having an experience of driving or anything.
You get some more.
You can sort
knowledge
of see how much like braking and how much acceleration a driver tends to need to have, right? So I've been doing that a lot.
Okay. Okay.
A few of my other friends from school would I realize this vibration might
It's
be coming
beeping.
through.
Oh my god.
I guess so. Welcome to my phone, mate. It just beeps
It
for whatever
beeps.
reason.
Yeah, but Declan, I think he's an avid
Avid beeper.
F1. No. F1 2025 enjoyer.
Yeah.
I think he
Well,
likes that.
the times on that, like, because like it's a very like it's a very close game, like in a way that like the time differences in between you and a person that's infinitely better than you is just 1 second or like a few seconds. It seems like it's not a lot, but if you're like driving through it and you see the turns and how people do it, it's insane how they
You
do
can't
it.
make
Like
any errors at all.
no, it's like insane because like there's a track line in the game, right? And on this track line, when you have the assist on, it like shows you like the braking, like how much approximately you should be braking. So it goes red when you should be braking, and then it's usually blue.
Oh, is
right?
that what those mean?
Yeah, it shows like approximately how much, and then brake assist. I've got low brake assist on. You start off with like high.
Right.
A lot of people have it off. Like a
Get
decent
more,
amount of
get
people.
more control.
Because then you can like test the braking a lot more. Some places like you literally don't press your brake button, and the curve's like this, and you can somehow like you can glide through it if you turn correctly. That's how like skilled you have to get like in the game.
Right. Okay.
Which is really cool once you start pulling it off. For some turns I've like started to slightly pull it off. But like I know like there's a friend of mine that like I've been trying to beat his time for ages. Like it's taking ages to get to that level. Like it's insane. I've only got about 20 hours in the game. And and you know when I downloaded the game, I was like, okay, so we've got this game, F125. I know nothing about this game. I was like, you know what? I don't really know where to go, and I'm gonna ask my friend anyways, who plays the game a decent amount. So let's just play the story mode. So I grinded 10 out of my 20 hours on just the story mode. I completed the story mode, start to finish.
Cinematics, like
cinematics, and then you just overtake some drivers, just like fun little things, and then you win the F1 championship for your team. It's really good fun. It's a fun story.
Can you play? Excuse me, as Liam Lawson?
Yes, you can. You can play as Liam Lawson.
How much is this game?
Well, it's an EA Sport game, so it'll be like
$3 trillion.
maximum 100.
Yeah. Okay.
But then if it's on sale, it'll be on like $60.
Anything for my goat.
But like, I think it's quite worth if you play it a decent amount. Like, I think I've already gotten like a decent amount out of like the game.
And yeah,
I think it's already quite like worth it. Because time trial is like, I'm not sure if you like those sort of games, but for me, what it does, the reason why it's so good is that when you're driving, they put like little ghost cars in front of you to show like ghost cars that you're racing with in your time trials, and then you can put your friends on there.
Yeah.
And you can see your friends do it. That's peak. Like that's peak gaming. You know, it's like peak competitive gaming.
I played so much Mario Kart World in time trials.
Yeah, okay, then
I-
you would love it.
I could
no, because then like
see them in my sleep. I
Yeah.
could close my eyes
Well,
and
what I did-
know what I was pressing on.
in
certain
Brisbane,
maps.
I didn't have my computer or anything, so
Yeah.
I started playing the game in my
In my
head.
head. Take that 10. Oh, too quick. Oh.
I was just imagining the turns on the tracks because I was like, because I bought this game and then 2 days later I left for Brisbane, which was
Right.
really bad timing because
You get hooked
throughout
and
the
then you can't
entire
play.
time you're like, I want to play
Give me
F1,
back,
I want to
give
play
me back, give me
F1,
back. Yeah.
but I wasn't like saying it to anyone. I was just internally thinking it because I'm
Mm.
like, I don't want to sound like a gaming addict in front of my family in a family holiday.
Can't have that.
You just can't do that.
No.
So then I watched a bunch of movies in Brisbane. I just like started grinding out movies back to back.
Right.
It was actually really good. But yeah,
Is that a
That
perfect
was-
segue?
what the
Movies.
well no,
No,
that's
not
coming up
later.
later.
Oh,
That's coming
okay.
up later.
Let's
We
not.
actually haven't even gone through like our first
It's-
segment.
What is our first segment, Ali?
Well, our second segment.
And
First
what
one
is
was
our-
like New Year's. That was like not really a proper. That was just a random talk.
Mm.
Our first actual segment
Mm.
is part of the gaming segment, which is why it segues pretty well. I was thinking because this game is such a strong part of your personality.
Yeah.
I wanted you to give me. I was gonna keep an eye on the timer.
Name all the characters or
2 minutes.
just to
Sell the viewer
Sell-
Overwatch.
sell the viewer
Just
Overwatch?
gonna sell Overwatch to the viewer. And then to explain the segment, I'm gonna sell League for 2
Oh,
minutes.
hell no. Okay.
I've got the harder job here, by
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah.
And then the viewer decides, and they put in the comments, right, who they think won the selling. Do you sort of get the segment?
I get it. I'm trying to think
I
of how
think
I
it's a pretty
can.
fun segment because feedback I got from last episode from
Mm,
Anton was
more
like he wants
interactive.
more segments, right?
More
because I think
segments.
segments like are good. Like we can have like general talk, but it gives like overall structure.
Okay.
So we've got our segment. Okay, I'll give you a minute to think about it. But yeah. So I think in the meanwhile, what should I say in the meanwhile? In the meanwhile, I'll talk a bit about what I've been doing recently. Another thing I've been doing recently, which is I've started preparing for a test, and I've written my first essay in quite a while, and it was on a Dostoevsky quote.
Oh yeah. No.
It's actually really cool. It was on it was by I think he wrote Crime and Punishment. Is that the book? Yeah. It was about like basically about how like a person with a conscience suffers without necessarily having like an external punishment. So I wrote an essay on that, and I was actually really surprised like how well I could write an essay because I actually realized that I've got so many things to pull from because I watched so many movies. So
Right.
I wrote because you're meant to write an essay within half an hour in this test.
Yeah.
And the 3 argument paragraphs that I used, the first one that I wrote about was about Marcus Aurelius and Stoicism, and then I quoted meditations.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
quoted, but like I used meditations as
Yeah.
like how like someone can have like an inner conscience.
Mm.
Then the second one was Wes Anderson's The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar.
Yeah.
Do you know when the great yogi throws a rock at the person that finds? Did you watch the movie?
I haven't seen it.
You haven't
Yeah,
seen
yeah,
it. So
yeah.
there's a great yogi that's sitting in this like jungle and he's meditating.
What's a yogi? I
The
know a
guys
guy
that
called
like
Yogi.
a monk sort of, but like
Oh.
in Hinduism, I think that's how it works. In
Yeah.
Hinduism, the monks are like yogis, but they're like a lot more like there's a lot more strength on like enlightenment and providing wisdom.
Mm.
So this great yogi is meditating in the jungle, and there's this guy that hears of this great yogi, and then he's like, I want to meet this guy and ask him questions and figure it out. So he follows one of his, he's like traveling to like he's part of a traveling circus and he's traveling with his group, and on the way he meets this disciple of this yogi. So then he lets the cart go past a bit once the guy stops, and then he gets out and tries to follow him in the jungle, and then like he finds this great yogi, and this yogi throws a rock at him because he realizes he's like trespassing, right? And he's like in his own space and he's not meant to be found. And then the yogi apologizes by providing some wisdom. And then I use that as an example of like how an inner conscience, even though someone can be justified in what they're doing, when they throw a rock because someone's trespassing in their own personal space when they're clearly in their, like there's a clear sort of like space that they're meant to be in. There's like still a conscience inside of them that wants to make things right.
Right.
And then my third one was about Jeffrey Dahmer, where he doesn't have an inner sense of conscience. and then you can hear in his tapes, which I've watched because there's been like a lot of like Netflix watching.
Yep.
And then I drew upon that, and I was like, wow, this was a very like quite good essay considering I've done like no study
No
yet.
practice, no.
Yeah, no practices
No
yet.
study.
I wrote in 42 minutes. I was like, this is so good.
Well done.
But yeah, that's something I've been doing. Anyways,
Speaking of crime and punishment,
are we ready?
are you a pedophile? Because I have the perfect game for you. Overwatch 2 is a fast-paced action shooter. It's a hero shooter, meaning there's this wide range of characters you can play as. And the goal of it is not to win, not to go on a 20-game loss streak, but it's to have fun. It's a really, really love life when you play this game. It's a engaging, really interactive game. It's an FPS, like I said.
Mhm.
So that means it does come with some mechanical skill that's required to play it. But there's that wide range of characters. There's about, I don't know, there used to be 26. Maybe it's like, I think it's in the 30s now. And they come in 3 distinct classes: tanks, damage, and support. And one of those is just bound to be yours. I think you would make a great Genji player. I don't know.
Generic attacking player.
Yeah, but it's.
I have played one character, McCree.
I
I played that a
I
lot.
think you mean Cole Cassidy.
Sorry, Cassidy.
I think he means Cole Cassidy.
Sorry, played at a different time.
But I play it. Just play it. Everyone has this stigma about Overwatch 2. Oh, Overwatch, whatever. That it's gonna kill you if you play it, and it won't. You might get hooked. You might not. But just install it, or just reinstall it. Just reinstall it. Just don't think about deleting it, because even though I haven't played it in like 2 days, but before that a month, it's lovely. It's lovely.
All right, that's pretty much.
That was really convincing. Yeah.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. All right, now it's my turn. Now I've got the harder sell.
Should I get the loud incorrect buzzer?
Here we go. League of Legends, right? Okay. The first thing I want to say about this game, don't play it like how everyone else plays it, right? I think the important part is, if you're going to play this game, acknowledge that mistakes are fine. Don't get bogged down by this, and don't play with people that are serious about this game. Play with someone like that's also new, or like play with like other people that know the game but are like actually chill. Like don't play with someone that goes, hey, like I've got 1,000 hours on League and I'm like Grandmaster and I really want to play with you and you should play the game. That's it. Don't play the game for that. Just play like it's something to learn. There's a very high skill ceiling in League, which is something that Overwatch has, but like it's not as strong as what League is. Like the initial skill curve of League is insane. I think it's unmatched. If you want, like, because there's such a high skill ceiling as well in the actual raw game, there's also a lot of characters to choose from. There's like so many. There's about like 200 characters, like 160 characters or something. So you will definitely find a fit of like a certain character's aesthetic. So it's got a lot of like variance or like variability. Plus, on top of that, like, it's really funny seeing people destroy their heads. Like, it's really funny just seeing someone's head blast. Like, it's really it's develops you as an individual. Like, if you want to be a strong, stoic character, that's you playing League while being calm. Just, if you can master being calm while playing League, you can tackle anything in your life. That's what I think. I'm part of that group. I think I can tackle anything in life because I'm calm.
Builds character, you're saying.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much my 2-minute timer.
I think now we do the opposite. You attack Overwatch, I attack League.
You attack Overwatch. Okay.
you attack League.
Attack.
You attack Overwatch and I attack League.
Well, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, I'm not
gonna lie.
Go on.
I find Overwatch pretty boring.
You play League.
Yeah, but that's because you haven't gone through the initial ceiling. I've gone through the initial ceiling of Overwatch.
I've played one game of League, buddy.
That's why. Like, you've only played one game, and it's an incredibly complex game initially. So then,
click. Click, click. Oh, what happened on the screen? I don't know. Click.
See, that's the
click.
problem. You don't even know what's happening on the
No,
screen.
neither do you. Half the shit is 200 characters.
I know every single character and their abilities.
Name
You can test.
ARAM's E button. What does it do?
What? Who's ARAM?
Exactly, that's a lead
ARAM's
character.
the map.
No.
Yeah, ARAM's
No.
It's all random or mid. That's what it stands for.
Oh.
It's a game mode.
Name Caitlyn's right click.
It's movement.
Uh,
It's just movement.
uh,
I don't know the names
See,
of
I
their
don't- I
abilities,
don't
but I
know.
know exactly what they do. Like I know
no, I see this would work if
maybe
I knew
not the latest character. I know what he does when I'm seeing him do it, but the
Mm,
rest of them I know their abilities, like every single one.
okay, no, there's a lot of visual
Um,
clutter in Overwatch, so I can't really
But yeah,
complain.
yeah. So from this segment, I think you did a pretty good sell.
No, I don't.
So I will be playing Overwatch with
yes.
you later on this stream.
Woo!
I will download it.
Good.
So yeah, there's your little win.
I will
from
not
this
be downloading
podcast.
League. I can tell you that.
We will get you to download it. Me and Jamin played League yesterday. It was genuinely fun.
I don't want
There
to.
was no toxicity, no nothing. It was very chill actually.
I can't play with
Um,
Jamin. I can't play.
Jamin's
with-
actually funny.
I
He's
can't
actually good
play
fun.
League with that guy.
Speaking of Jamin,
Oh.
we've got our friends segment now. So, so what I've done for this podcast is I've gotten a lot of friends to send in things to say. So we have segments planned by friends. We have questions planned by friends. And what I would do is I'm first going to introduce the segment or the question. And the first thing you have to do is guess who said it.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
will read out the names of people that have gone through to make it a bit easier.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll give you all the options, and then you have to guess who said it, and then you have to answer the question. All right.
I'm ready.
I almost said to begin, and it just said their name. I was like, okay. We sort of destroyed the purpose. Okay, so I think we'll start with the questions. Should we go with a light question, or should we go with a short or a long question?
I don't know.
Okay, we'll go with the short one. This person has submitted two, so we'll go with the short one from this
Greedy
person.
bastard.
So your your options already, that says a lot.
I know that
So,
narrows it down actually.
I'll ask the question first, and then I'll
It's
recite
James,
all
by the way,
names.
but ask.
So why is he so bad at Overwatch after all those hours? So your options are Kyle, Anton, Ryan, Callum, Jamin, and James.
See, that could be any of them.
Could be any of them.
Fair.
This one's a bit hard.
It could be I thought Callum.
Okay.
That was my first thought. It sounds like a Callum thing to say. Or it could be Jamin, but I'm gonna say Callum.
Cool. Okay. I've just realized this person has two questions, so I won't be able to confirm or deny until I ask the next question as well. I don't think there's
What?
really an answer to. Huh?
Why not?
Well, because then if I say it's someone and then I ask the next question from this person, you already know who it is.
Well,
So answer.
don't tell me you're asking the next
You
question
can,
from them.
I will ask the next question straight after this, and then you can guess again, and then I'll
Okay.
give you the answer.
Okay. Do I have to answer that question?
I don't.
Am I that?
Do you think? Do you think you want to answer that question? You can answer it.
I'm not bad. I know. Okay. Well, I am
To be fair, I asked this person to ask another question because
that was ours. Yeah.
no. No. This is the second question because the
Oh.
first one was I thought
Worse.
too much. There's just a lot in there.
Oh.
So I was like, ask a light question.
Oh,
and this
okay.
was his
I'll ask a
light
light question. You fucking suck, Liam.
Yeah.
Why am I bad at Overwatch? Well,
You'll see the next question.
mechanically, I'm just not all there. I think I have a good enough game sense to be a little bit better, but not quite.
It's a very
So-
honest answer you're giving to allegedly Callum.
Allegedly, Callum or Jamin or Kyle or Ryan
Or
or
Ryan or
James.
Anton or James.
Anton. God. I think that's my answer. I'm not mechanically cracked.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty satisfied with that answer.
Yeah.
Okay, this next one, it's a pretty deep question.
Mm.
It's a pretty long question. So he says, he's clearly exceptionally intelligent, but doesn't seem interested in presenting himself that way.
What the fuck?
Do you think being highly intelligent obliges someone to live a certain kind of life? And if not, how did you decide what kind of life you actually wanted? This is a
What
really
the-
backhanded question.
So
but
this
yeah.
is not Jamin or Kyle.
Too much
This is-
vocabulary.
I feel like
Is that
this
what's
is.
going on?
I feel like it's Callum.
I actually can tell you the answer now because I've asked both.
Yeah.
The answer was Brian. Brian asked
Oh,
these
okay.
questions.
Okay. No, I can
And he
see
said
that.
he was just really interested because he's just never asked that question, and he was very interested in what you were going to say.
I have a bit of what's it called? Imposter syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
I don't quite think I'm exceptionally intelligent, as Ryan puts it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the answer.
I mean, that's a short answer.
What's a long answer? You can give a long answer, and then I'll answer this question as if someone said this about me.
Okay. But yeah.
So the first half is about like, do you think being highly intelligent obliges someone to live a certain kind of life?
In a way, yes. I think so. I think if you, well, a lot of it when you're young, your measure of intelligence is tied strongly to your academic results.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, it's always expected you do something with that. You maybe make the most of your high mark or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I think there is, at least in that sense, in an educational sense, like, why are you doing this then? Why aren't you doing this? Or you should be making the most out of.
Do you think it's like
what you did
burdening to have
yeah.
like that sort of background? Where,
I
like,
mean-
for example, like if someone gets like I presume you got a pretty decent ATAR.
Good enough to be
Um,
saying so, yeah.
Yeah. Do you think it's burdening getting like a high ATAR? In some
I mean,
ways?
it's a bit like struggling from success. So, like, you'd rather have it than not.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, a little, but it seems a bit pretentious to say otherwise. But maybe a little in what I'm saying there. But then again, it opens up.
But I've seen a lot of people. On the other hand, to argue the other side, I've seen a lot of people. Like for example, there's a comedian that I listen to. His name's Bassem Youssef.
Mm.
He said a lot about like Palestine stuff. That's a very political. Like I don't take necessarily all political stances, but like he's pretty good. He used to be a heart surgeon, and then he left that life and became a comedian.
Okay.
And he just does that now.
Yeah.
Like to the counter of like there's something like he clearly a smart guy
Yeah.
who has a lot of ability. Like there's a lot of examples like that in society, and I feel like to an individual level, you're not necessarily obliged to do like more intelligent jobs, just because, in my view, there's like a stigma behind some jobs being intelligent.
Yeah.
But I think even like things that aren't like deemed as somewhat intelligent, like comedians and stuff, I think requires like to do it well and to actually serve people.
Yeah.
Like a high amount of intelligence is really useful for those jobs.
Yes.
Which is why I would say it's like not at all not necessarily an obligation. I think there's some fields like for example like law not so much nowadays because there's already enough demand for it. Things like in health, like pursuing health, there should be still like a proportion of it. But I think to an individual basis, it doesn't really matter where you go, to be honest.
It shouldn't matter. Yeah.
Because I think it doesn't matter until everyone's doing it.
Yeah.
Like until like all of the smart people decide that they want to do art and become a comedian, which are all respectable things to do. But your necessary like things of like fundamental, although people might argue that art is, it's like about like saturation of the fields.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
If you don't have any doctors or don't have anyone like in those positions, I feel like it then becomes an obligation. But yeah, that's sort of my answer to the question.
Yeah.
A very deep question.
It is. I feel as well. Like I remember hearing, like, just side comments from I don't know parents or relations that are a bit older, saying something along the lines of, "Oh, they're so smart," and then they went and became a teacher or something. I'm like,
yeah. No, the teaching one is really sad. I actually think it's really sad that people say that about teachers. Like because I think that like if you have intelligent teachers, you're guaranteed having like, this is like if you have a really intelligent teacher, it's like you're, and even under their sense, you're trading your intelligence to make sure a bunch of either other people get intelligence.
Mm.
It's like an investment into like
Yeah.
it's literally an investment into the future.
I don't see there shouldn't be such a negative stereotype around doing what like they see as jobs almost beneath someone
Mm-hmm.
because they're supposedly smart, but it's not at all beneath anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty satisfied with that question. Um,
Jeez, that was deep.
yeah. There's a few deep ones here.
Oh fuck.
We'll go through a light one.
Okay.
So, this person asks, if you know that Hosier is Irish.
And so it's Kyle. Yeah.
He told me to preface it. And it's Kyle
Yeah.
as
I know.
well.
I know.
Yeah. I don't know if that requires an answer.
What was the question?
Did you know that Hosier is Irish? What does that even mean? I don't know anything about. I barely know anything about Hosier.
He sent Kyle. This is Kyle. Yeah.
Yes.
He sent me a reel, and it was a bunch of maybe Irish people or maybe just I don't know. You know the classic people interviewing someone on the street.
Mm-hmm.
It was one of those, and it was like name. It was either name an Irish band or name a favorite band or something like that. And anyway, someone brought up Hosier and the fact he was Irish.
Oh, okay.
And Kyle said, "I didn't know he was Irish." And I'm
That's
like,
pretty funny. It's,
He's I don't know.
that's W bait.
It is no. That's what I said. Are you rage baiting
I thought
me?
that was
or-
bait. I thought it was posed like that was bait.
Yeah,
Like, that's why I thought it was
he's
bait.
trying to.
Is he
rage.
genuinely Irish?
Hosier.
Oh,
Is-
interesting.
what's
Well, I've
his-
never heard him speak normally. I've only heard his songs. So like,
Andrew Hosier Byrne or Brian or Byrne. I think Byrne. Yeah, he's
Byrne,
Irish.
maybe.
He's very like famously Irish. I don't know.
okay, wow. I didn't know that.
Singer,
Well, Kyle,
songwriter.
as always, sharing wisdom with me.
Get on that. Get on that, Hosier.
yeah.
Did I know he's
All right. This next person has sent in a tweet. Okay, his name isn't here. Let's crop that out, and then I can show you the tweet, and you can read it out. How do I crop? As you can see, I'm very technologically advanced.
sent in a tweet?
Okay. That doesn't have his name in it now. This is it. You can read it out loud.
Okay. So the subtweet says, "What's the worst tweet of all time?" There's an image attached, and the quote tweet says, "How do people type this out?" And click send. So what does the image say? It's an image of a tweet. And okay, it says, the thing I don't like about Holocaust movies, so it's Anton, is they buy into the fat phobic myth that everyone can get skinny if they just stop eating. It's Anton. If there were ever a real Holocaust, there'd be more fat femme physique represented. Big ol' Lizzos.
I don't know how I don't think Anton understands what the tweet says. I think he just read the
I think
word
he
fat.
saw the word fat in it and went, "This is a good one to send through."
Yeah, so here it is.
He's-
Anton, I hope you're happy that this has been mentioned. Yeah, I also
It
had
made-
that same reaction.
Yeah.
I was like reading it for quite a while, and I was like, "Do you really want to like?" bring this
No.
up?" He
100,
was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Okay."
115 likes. A tweet made in
It
2020.
is quite much like
And I think it
one of the worst of all
I
time.
was gonna say, I think it is
like,
up there
quite
with
valid.
one of the worst tweets of all time.
All right. So we've got one of the worst tweets of all time done. All right. Now comes a deep question.
Okay,
Just
just
because
complete
I thought like
Whiplash.
we should just like switch them up from like
Keep me
it'll
on
be
my
like too
toes.
much momentum in the deep questions.
Yeah.
Okay. So this person has asked, we all have a tendency to resist change or not be motivated to pursue change. When things in our life have structure, flow, and a working system that, when seen up close, looks to be logically and sustainable. My question for Liam is there a threshold that needs to be crossed in order for you to consider quitting your current job and actively be eager to search for a new one that progresses what you've studied in uni?
is there a threshold required to do that?
A very well worded question.
It's a very. I'm taking a dig at you,
and
but
both
also,
of them, both of the
well,
deep questions so far have been digs at you.
they've been a subtle dig, but
Yeah.
like not. They're not.
But I
What's
think
the
they're
word?
genuinely inquisitive.
Yes, they're not wrong as well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I had some motivation the other night at like 12:08 a.m.
Yeah.
to do just that.
Wow. Has he applied to something?
Oh no.
Oh, okay, they just said motivation.
Does there need to be a threshold? I think I'm not sure how such a change can happen without me just doing it.
Mhm.
I
This feels like a grilling session.
it,
This feels
it
like I'm
does.
like
Feel like why haven't you already answered this question before, Liam?
you'll be very excited to hear the next question by the next person.
Good. Oh, I hold on. No, I gotta answer
You
the
won't
question.
be.
Oh, great. What basically what needs to change? I know, yeah, like that question said, I know all the things that I should basically be doing,
Mm-hmm.
like quitting and trying. But, change is hard, as they said. You can get into a bit of a rut
Mm-hmm.
mentally and socially and just be comfortable, yeah, in
Okay.
in what you're doing, even if you're actually not.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would love to not be pouring beers and not doing shots, also pouring shots into glasses with ice. We don't do shots. So I think the question of what's going to motivate change is something will either go terribly wrong in my life, and I'll be like, "Fuck that. Let's just."
Or you might find someone that does something that's really cool, or some like
Yeah,
on
that's
the
a
other
positive
hand,
way. I
right?
could be inspired.
Like I think there's like a lot of people out there that have really cool and interesting like for example like lab jobs are sometimes really really interesting like some
Yeah.
work that they do in labs
Yeah,
could not be interesting to a lot of people as well.
yeah,
There's also like I think the more that you look into what people do in R&D companies
mm,
and like the products that they push out, that can be quite because I know in biomed when I
mm,
look out and around at like stuff that I could be doing, you like read stuff about like what Cochlear produces, what Stryker produces, like,
right.
and you're like, oh, there's people that are just still inventing stuff
They're
today.
just
That's like
still
they're
doing
just
that
still
shit.
doing things that we used to do a long time ago.
Yeah,
Yeah, so just inspiration, I think, is one aspect. Doesn't have to be necessarily something bad, or maybe you just I don't know, you just wake up one day and then just like, okay,
just
maybe it's
why not?
just it. Like this is just needs to change.
Yes.
I think there is a threshold that just naturally comes through time as well.
I thought I would have already reached that last year, in all honesty, and I feel like I just haven't yet.
I think
But
it's just
it is
about taking the jump, to be honest.
it's
Like there's
very
just
fast approaching.
one day where you're just like, okay,
That's enough. I can't do
like
it.
I need to get a move on, and then
Yeah.
you're like, okay, it's move on time.
But there
And then
are options to delay that.
there are always options.
I'm
there,
already planning options to delay that,
okay.
i.e., travel instead of getting a job.
That's still doing something. I
It's
think.
doing something. My parents would be equally as happy that I'm not doing nothing.
Mm.
So I think it will come. It will. I know you're all very impatient.
I don't know. I hear this question come a lot up, and you will hear this question again pretty soon. I think.
Yeah.
But also, did you want to guess who said that?
So it can't be.
It can't be Ryan.
Can't be Ryan. Can't be Anton.
Anton has one more. Maybe this one. Maybe not.
Oh, and it can't be Kyle.
It can't be Kyle. Kyle's done.
So it could be James.
So it can be Anton, Callum, Jamin, James.
I think it's James.
No, this was by Callum.
Callum. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I've got
Um,
a single. Oh no, the obvious guesses I've got right.
What was I gonna say about this? Yeah, I feel like this question's asked a lot about you, and you'll see the next question, which is
Because I know how to answer it. Yeah.
because like we're on the momentum of doing it. What are Liam's future employment aspirations?
Oh,
Who is this?
I had a great line in my little Instagram post I made where I was trying to emulate the style of Grok in my
Mhm.
caption, and I think I this is Anton, by the way, and I I
It's
said,
not Anton.
oh, it's not Anton. Oh, okay. Well, I mentioned that 2026 or whatever would be full of, what was the quote? Exciting employment
Aspirations.
aspirations.
Yes, future employment aspirations.
This is James.
No,
This
it's
is Jamin. This is that's
Jamin,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
You know, yesterday night I was playing League with him, and then he was
Mhm.
like, "Oh my god, Liam's tweets of the week has come," and we sat there, and he was refreshing the page, spamming as you were uploading them step by step. We
Yeah.
like saw it so live. I've never done that in my
No,
life before.
no, I got a message while I was doing them from Jamin saying like,
Like he's like
hurry up.
refreshing, like he was like actually into
He
it. Like
was-
he's like
yeah.
properly like a big fan of them. Like,
Okay, that's. I
well,
don't-
he doesn't know
yeah.
many of the tweets like what they
No,
refer
they're-
to, but he's
yeah.
like a big fan of watching them. It's actually really sweet.
That's
like,
good because like I put because it's through Instagram on a close friends and like I haven't asked people if they want to be on them. I've just like said, you're on this. Have a look at this.
He
by the
sounded
way."
really happy when his like photo was at the front and at the end.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I feel like these things aren't conveyed directly, so like I'm here as a middleman. to,
Right.
like-
No, he would never be.
He would
sincere
never
to
say
me.
that,
He
but-
would never say.
But it was
"I
actually kind of
enjoy
sweet, you know. Like it was actually
Yeah.
kind of sweet watching him. But yeah,
So
I'm
the
sorry if I ruined your like.
aura
Yeah, I guess aura's the correct
facade
word,
of
even though I
being a
don't
prick.
like it. The facade. Sorry if I ruined your facade, Jamin.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it was actually really sweet.
So my future.
Most of the slides went by and he was like, I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
That's
no,
what
they weren't targeted to Jamie this week.
yeah, yeah.
I think this year, there's a job closing on January 10. It's just an internship, but it's one I won't even get anyway. It's at like one of the stupid finance
Mhm.
firms in Hong Kong, to do
Hong Kong, wow.
quantitative research.
Mm,
I
quant-
be a loser,
Mhm.
a well-paid, socially inept, dickhead loser.
Mhm.
But I probably won't get that. Other than that, I had a conversation with my godfather, who is a very well-off actuary, and his advice was go teach at uni, whether it
Yeah.
be tutoring or supposedly you can just teach lectures, which I don't quite think that's how that works. And then while you're there, I'm meant to find what I want to do. So I'm like,
Tutoring's pretty good at uni. You can be a tutor.
I think that would
that one's
be-
actually really chill as well. It's
That-
very well paid.
Yeah.
It's pretty well paid.
right.
And it does like sort of. I think,
It keeps you in the
to be honest,
knowledge
like,
base.
well, firstly, before I say anything,
Mm.
I actually feel really guilty that this question is constantly bombarded to you. I feel
You
like
feel guilty?
I feel like every single place you go, there's just that looming question that everyone just constantly.
What are you doing in your life, Liam?
Like I really feel that. Like I understand that they're trying to give you a push towards the right direction, but like I also feel like it can be burdening. Like
I can
it's
do the
just, like,
opposite. Oh my god, stop asking me.
yeah,
I mean,
feel
a
like it
little
just
bit.
adds a little bit too much pressure, and then like you're also like because of the stress of like trying to move forward, you like also like it not intentionally demotivates you because you're so stressed about finding a thing. If that's even the case, it just feels like that. That's how I would feel if people are asking me this question.
I feel very, very close to that, yes.
yeah.
Maybe not,
So, like,
maybe stress isn't the word.
Before I
maybe
give
just
advice, I
demotivated?
understand that it's hard, and I understand that like
No.
it's chill. Like you don't
Yeah.
like. It,
I'm still young.
Like, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I think it's just a matter of momentum. Like, I think like,
Lock in.
well, it's not even about.
You will
lock
be
in.
locked. I will be locked in.
I think it's just a matter of just switching jobs to even this. Like, let's say even you get another job at the same level. Like, even if you're pointing somewhere else, just like keep switching jobs, and then you'll eventually be like, okay, now that I've switched to this one, okay, maybe it's time to make my circumstance a bit better by switching this because I've already got the momentum of switching jobs.
Right.
I think that's my
just
view.
need
on
to
it.
take the first
I
step.
think it's just about like, even if it's traveling, right? Just like then like if you're traveling, maybe just have it so like, okay, I'm gonna commit to leaving my job and then I'm gonna travel. And then you leave your job, you go for your travel trip, and then when you get back, it's a fresh start. Do something else, momentum wise. Like I started this podcast. I'm not necessarily the best at it,
Right.
but like, it's just getting momentum. Like every time I'm getting something else that's like that I'm experimenting with. I'm like trying to experiment with a new mic. Or I'm like, okay, next time I'm gonna get like more USB setup. It's just about momentum.
Yeah.
If you keep the momentum going, it's easier to continually change.
Hmm.
But if you don't have the momentum and you want to make a big jump at once, usually it doesn't happen. Like when I started running as well, it's just like like I like ran like 2 kilometers to start off with because I knew that I can do it again the next day if
Yeah.
I had to put myself to it. I set myself a goal that like I could just keep doing again and again, and it's fine. Like consistency of changing is like the hardest part of it. It doesn't have to be big changes.
Just small little changes.
Be like, all right, maybe I'll reduce my hours at work, and then just be like, okay, I can just like do other like start a different hobby while I'm doing my job, or just
Right,
like
yeah.
small things like that.
Yeah.
I guess like more streaming or like I don't know, like
Yes.
anything fun. Just even if it's just fun stuff that you're doing to start momentum.
Yeah.
I think that's the best way to go. I think it's like
Okay.
not like a matter of like I have to change my life. I just have to do this. It's like
Yeah.
too much. That's
Yeah.
my advice, or like
Okay.
my sort of from my experience of doing things generally.
Mhm.
Although I'm not the best at it either, but that's what I would say.
Okay. Thank you. No,
Yeah.
I'll
Although
internalize
like I
that.
don't want to sound overbearing, like
No.
how it normally sounds.
It's a
but
lot
yeah.
kinder than many of you fuckheads.
Yeah. So yeah, that was indeed an individual. That was Jamin. We shall now go to the next person. Has this person come up with something? I think he has. I'll have to check Instagram DMs. Here he is. If the internet wants to work. This is great. You can tell I'm very well prepared for this. Thank God we're in the state library, lower ground 2, so it doesn't like load.
We're completely soundproof. We've got lead walls. No Wi-Fi is getting through. No reception.
Okay. Okay, what can I ask you in the meanwhile?
I'm not getting. Well, I mean, there's one theme of humiliation, but there's not a. I feel like there's so many ways I could be humiliated, and they just haven't asked those questions, which is.
They actually haven't, which is quite surprising.
I know. I think on the surface, they're like. It's very funny to make fun of Liam because it's so easy, and it is funny. But, maybe they have some restraint.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay, so this person...
Having said that, yeah.
has asked... No, this is actually a pretty funny, like, cool question. Like, this isn't, like, related to anything else that we've done, and it's, like, chill. This person, I actually have forgot to mention them in my list of people.
Oh.
But I will not mention them because that will obviously give it away. He has asked a very creative question. It is a fuck, marry, kill question.
Great.
And the people involved are Donald Trump, Maduro, and Nigel Farage.
So
is that how you say his name?
So this is Declan.
And this is based off looks alone. And it's not Declan.
It's not Declan. Oh.
And these are the looks that he's provided. Did that? Yes.
Based off looks alone. I think
You may swipe
I
left
think I
and
might
right.
need to be swiping. So let's. Wait, I can get on this camera.
Oh, there we go. The camera's being used.
Oh yeah, you see that? So Trump, Maduro, and Nigel Farage. Okay, let's start with who I want to kill, based off looks alone. But based off looks alone.
Based off looks alone. And then you can also answer the question from me, which is
We're still killing Farage.
Farage. Okay.
We're still killing Farage. I think we're marrying Trump, honestly. I think that, I mean, we're going to have a tumultuous relationship.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, that smile,
you don't think you can, like,
that charm.
You don't think you can deal with, like, the long-term, what's the other guy's name? The Venezuelan guy?
Not long-term. I think he's more of a short-term fling.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Like, look at that smile, that
What about
hair.
now considering their backgrounds? Of, like, who they are.
I think we're still killing Farage. Would I swap?
Oh.
I think I'd swap.
Swap.
I think I'd swap. I'd
So
be
you
in the
married a
long haul
Venezuelan.
with Maduro, and we'd have a one-night stand with Trump.
I actually, you know what? I agree with those. I agree with those.
Farage is out of the picture.
Now, this guy, do you want to know who it was? This person was very confused on what to send, so they weren't 100% sure.
It wasn't Declan.
No. I actually forgot to ask Declan. I
'Cause
should have
thought,
asked him. You're making me like embarrassed.
yeah,
actually
I know. I
really should
thought I'm
have
like
asked
he's not on
him.
the list.
Yeah.
Someone who's well acquainted with politics ish.
There's just so many
Is it
people.
Kyle again? No, it's
No.
not on the list. I don't know.
This is Ethan.
Oh my
Ethan
god, I
has
forgot about
asked this
Ethan.
question.
Okay, yes. Fuck, yeah.
So yes.
He didn't ask a humiliating one. Wow, okay.
Okay. Now, we will go on to the next segment. So that was a friend segment, and this is still kind of in the friend segment because a friend proposed this segment,
proposed this
and I
one.
think you know who proposed it. It's a letterbox segment.
Oh, yes.
This is proposed by
James.
yes, indeed. So we'll be going through our as the time almost wraps up. We can go over. I don't mind. Anton's one for an hour and a half, so
Okay. No,
we're around like an hour ish
Yeah.
mark.
I
I
got
wanted
still
to aim
things
for
to
around
say.
an hour, but like things are going pretty well. I think.
Yeah.
So we'll keep it going. In this segment, we're gonna mention our top 4 movies of
Top
all
4
time.
movies.
Did you want to start or did you want me to start?
You can start.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think for my one, what I really wanted to go for was I wanted to provide like 4 categories of movies that like I sort of enjoy and pick like the best sort of ones from there.
Yeah.
So in my top 4, so the first category is about like impact of like how like it affects you to like change as a person and like it motivates you to like motivates your like life purpose. That sort of movie.
Yeah.
And there was a bit of a tie on this one, but I've sort of counted them as one of the 4 because like
Right.
it's still in one category. So it's Fantastic Mr. Fox and The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. Those 2 movies,
Holy chills.
both of them, if you want like purpose to like push forward and do things in your life and motivate you to go forward, those movies are really good. I like heavily recommend those.
I think this is a good point for me to say that Fantastic Mr. Fox is also on mine, so we can.
That's amazing.
It is
Yeah.
a really good film. I haven't seen it in a while. I was gonna rewatch it last night, but I didn't.
We can watch it together soon.
We can do a little watch.
We can
party.
do a little watch party.
It's it is motivating. It's quite beautiful, you know. Great animation, and just a really fun story. And
the story is just amazing. And
Yeah.
the animation is just so unique. You just don't see something like that anywhere else. But yeah, the next category is horror. Like I do love a good horror film. So my best horror movie that I've selected is Midsummer. I
really?
really loved Midsommar.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's really good horror. Like if you genuinely want to watch some really good horror, Midsummer's good. Because it's more like psych horror, like psychological horror. But it presents a really cool idea of like cults and the way that they manipulate and the way that they sort of pose things forward. So that's my horror category done.
Okay.
My next category is like a good action movie or a good like superhero / action movie. I think The Dark Knight has to take it.
Okay.
Although it's overstated most of the time, I still think it is one of the best like sort of superhero action movies.
Yeah.
Like the character of Batman is quite good, but the character of Joker, like the way that I think DC has like sort of revolutionized the idea of like a villain and how much meaning you can put into a villain. I think that's unmatched by any other. Like in terms of a villain, like if you want to come up with the most well thought out villain, it's got to be the Joker. And the way that they've put like the interesting thing about Joker as a villain as well is that it's a very like skinny sort of guy, not very muscly, even not really that tactical in fighting at all. Like
it doesn't come from the physical prowess.
It's not.
No.
Which is why it's so scary at the same time. It's like you at the same time don't know what this guy's capable of because he's so smart. But he's smart in a way that's so like methodical as well. So I thought that was really good.
Okay.
So that was my top action movie. And then for a funny light movie.
Oh, okay.
That's like more like in the children's side of movie, like a funny light one. It's gotta be something that I've watched recently. Wallace and Gromit: Vengeance Most Foul.
Holy
The
Feathers
penguin
McGraw.
from
Feathers McGraw. Yeah.
It's so good.
It's
from
fun.
that good. So
It's
that's
really
my top
fun.
4/5.
Okay.
But yeah, that's what I
like
decided.
that. I haven't
All of these
seen...
movies are stuff that I've watched recently because I think if it goes too far long before, I sort of just forget it. This is stuff that around like in the past few years I've watched, past 2 years or 1 year.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Nice.
That's my top 4.
Okay. Nice one. I'll go through mine.
Here we go.
So yeah, I mentioned
you can
that.
reveal the Yeah.
I mentioned that
Yeah.
Fantastic Mr. Fox was in mine.
Mm-hmm.
That was don't hold on.
I'm not looking. I was
That-
just curious what you were like. Okay, you've got.
Yeah, that was a kind of recent change in Letterbox. Not too recent, maybe halfway through last year. It used to be a Star Wars film, Revenge of the
Mhm.
Sith, but then I'm like, I haven't watched it in a while. I mean, I know about it, but it's not quite as important. I mean, neither is that film either. But like, it felt like I needed that in there. Fantastic Mr. Fox. But the other three, um, let's start with a sci-fi. I mean, two of them are sci-fi,
Mhm.
but this one's a sequel to Blade Runner. So it's Blade Runner 2049. It's right here. Have a look at that. Have a look at that. It's a really great film. It's slow and long and boring, and it's beautiful. But I love it so much.
Mhm.
It centers around a replicant detective played by Ryan Gosling, Kay, and he's going through this journey to find out basically who he is in this dystopia. Really, like where does he belong? He has his little grok girlfriend Anna Demeus, and what's he called? Jared Leto's in it as well, really shittily. But it's, I don't know, it is profound to me, at least, this film.
Mhm.
And I watched it before all the, he's literally me, Ryan Gosling memes kind of started.
Yeah, yeah. Because
So
it was released quite a while ago.
it was, yeah, it's like 2019.
Yeah.
So that's on there.
Very nice.
Another sci-fi slop one is another film, directed by Denis Villeneuve, and
Mhm.
it is June. Holy chills!
Is this the
I've picked the
Which one?
first one.
the first one?
I also have the second one, but we first watched this film in the living room of Declan
Mhm.
when it came out because it was during COVID or at the end, I don't know, and it had Warner Bros had both a simultaneous release in cinemas and at home digital. So
Mhm.
this was easily obtained. So we watched it in a group setting, and it wasn't a great experience when you have people like Jamin rage baiting you every 2 seconds. But I love this film. I read the book before and during my HSC. It was my little, I don't know, escape
Mhm.
from reality, and seeing it properly put to screen is wonderful. So I
Mhm.
really love that one. And I don't have my third in physical media because when I went to buy it through a sale, it was in like Hurstville or no, it was in like Randwick, and I just wasn't going to go get it. But it is How to Train Your Dragon, the original, another kids film,
Amazing, yeah.
and I cry, I get chills during test flight. It's just it's one of those films that really, I don't know, still impacted me
I'm surprised.
young.
As this like, did you presented for so you had Fox, you've got June, you've got Blade Runner, and then you've got
How to Train Your Dragon.
How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah.
I'm surprised
It's
the
a
Lego
formative
Movie
film.
didn't make it in.
Look, I really love the Lego Movie.
It's not top 4.
It might, if it was top 4, it would replace Fantastic Mr. Fox. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
watching that at yours, it kind of reminded me of how integral that film was in my humor. I think, like how that has just impacted me that way.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be there.
Very nice, very
Yeah.
nice. I thought that was a very nice segment. Thank you, James, for
Thank you.
proposing
Well
this. It was
done,
actually
yeah,
really well
yeah.
made. The next segment, um, I can't cut this short. That's the thing, because we're gonna lose this room in 8 minutes. But
If someone comes to steal
if someone comes in, but somebody has brought in some poetry to read out. Unfortunately, I think we only have time for one.
Oh,
So yeah. Firstly, who do you think has brought in some poetry?
well, you said Anton brought in poetry for his actual.
Indeed, you
episode.
are correct.
So is it Anton?
So,
Is it going to be about
Um,
lesbians or something? I don't trust this guy.
Let's think about which one should we do. We'll choose. Did you want graphic and visual language, or did you want the relatively normal one?
What? Let's just go graphic.
Okay. Would you like to read this poem?
I would like to. Oh my god.
It's quite a long poem, but nothing like the first one. You're lucky you didn't select the other one because that's just above it. If you want to scroll through it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So
Let's
you
read.
chose the right one. So because we're short on time. I only have enough for one. I'm sorry, Anton. I know he'll be very disappointed that we can only do one of the two.
Yeah, me too.
Uh,
This is a poem by Philip Larkin. I think it's called Sunny Prestatin. Prestatin. Okay. Is it? Do you know how to say it? Prestatin.
I don't know how to say it. I'm worse than you when it comes to this. If you watch the
Prestatin.
last episode and see how I read these poems, like I am horrible at reading poems.
Mm-mm. I didn't get up to that part. Let's go. Come to sunny Prestatin, laughed the girl on the poster, kneeling up on the sand in torted white satin. Behind her, a hunk of coast, a hotel with palms, seemed to expand from her thighs and spread breast-lifting arms. She was slapped up one day in March, a couple of weeks, and her face, what the fuck? And her face was snaggle-toothed and boss-eyed. Huge dits and a fissured crotch were scored well in, and the space between her legs held crawls that set her fairly astride a tuberous cock and balls. Oh, there's more, fuck. Autographed Titch Thomas while someone had used a knife or something to stab right through the mustached lips of her smile. She was too good for this life. Very soon, a great transverse tear left only a hand and some blue. Now fight cancer is there. Yeah.
That was very touching. Thank you, Anton. Would you like to go through the themes?
No.
What do you think this poem was about?
I didn't internalize anything of the poem.
This is the thing. This is what I was saying to Anton. This is precisely, I'm actually not going to go through the themes because I am pissed off because this is how I read poems as well. When I read them out loud, I have no idea what's going on.
I'm just trying to read them.
Yeah, and it's because they're hard to read.
Yeah, they're not.
And then I have no idea what they're talking about. I heard words and they're just in some random order.
I couldn't get the rhythm because it would break across lines halfway through a sentence. I don't know.
Oh no, that was just because I was.
And the iPhone.
I didn't
the
write
message.
it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would have written it out.
I would rather not.
Yeah.
Thanks, Anton.
Yeah, but thank you, Anton. We might go through the themes later. I think
Just
when
us.
Anton, just us, and then afterwards we'll bring Anton onto the podcast, and I think
He
he'll
can
be able to
explain that
it
for
really
us.
well.
Yeah.
But yeah, now we do have to go through our one of our last segments. This is our second last one, which actually kind of segues from this. It's our piece of media segment. So we were to bring in. I don't know if you did this, but you bring in. Yeah. Okay. Good. Bring in a piece of media that you want to talk about. Something that was nice to read, or something. Do you want to?
I brought in 7.
Okay, we'll go through one of them. Because we are kind of short on time.
Yeah.
I am afraid of being kicked out in 3 minutes.
I'll have to pick. Because
Okay.
I brought in some books, I brought in some sheet music, and I brought in a CD.
I'll let you go through
What would you like?
the sheet music, the CD, and a book. I'll give you a few. So we have one of 3 different. I only brought in one thing. Maybe I should go through my one thing while you're deciding.
Okay. I might not touch on the sheet music because it's more just I used to play this. Why? Here's why. But let's have a look at this CD. This here is my favorite album of all time. It's by an Irishman. His name is Hosier. Watch out. It is explicit. And it is called Wasteland, Baby, ! And it is a great album sung by a very horny man. And a very political, horny, upbeat album.
Wow.
It was probably I can't even remember when I first heard it. I think I remember one of the tracks, Almost, Sweet Music. I think I remember when that came out as a single off the album. And it just captured me. I don't know, it's really easy to sing along to and clap along to. But it's not my favorite off the album. There's one called Talk. Oh my god, yeah. And it contains it's the first verse is structured retelling kind of the Greek myth of Orpheus and Eurydice, of how, Eurydice dies, I forget how, and Orpheus goes into the underworld to try and bring her back. And Hades agrees, and the only way that he allows her to kind of to escape is if Orpheus leads walking back out, and he's not allowed to turn around and see Eurydice. Otherwise, it's going to end poorly.
Yeah.
And he eventually does, and Eurydice's the myth either ends like, does he actually see that she was there all this time or not? And in the song, Hosier's singing as if that's the embodiment of love that he's singing about. He is all these things in Orpheus and Eurydice. I don't know. It's quite nice.
Mm-hmm.
And Greek mythology is a big part of my I don't know, entertainment soul even. And what a segment! What a segue! This is the most recent book I finished, and it might be my favorite. Might be my favorite book. Yeah, we can say that is my favorite Percy Jackson book, at least.
Wow.
And is the last of the original series. It's called Percy Jackson and the Last Olympian. It's
Amazing.
a banger.
We are sort of getting invaded right now. We will continue this somewhere.
Okay.
I'm gonna continue this. But yeah, we will be right back. Thank you.
And we're back.
Alright, gamers, we're back.
We never
we're
left.
back. Indeed, we have never left. It is indeed raining right now.
It is,
and we are heavily over time anyways. So we'll be going through the last part of our podcast, which includes Liam sharing his piece of media. He will continue through his Percy Jackson, and I'll share mine, and then we'll conclude it from there.
Yeah.
All right.
So, as I was saying, or maybe not even, you don't even know this yet, if it got edited out, but my favorite book, probably, maybe even of all time, it's Percy Jackson and the Last Olympian. This is the 5th book in Percy Jackson and the Olympians, that book series. Very famous, obviously. Written by Rick Riordan. And this one has the final battle, the final confrontation. The stakes get ramped up quite a bit. The power scaling, it changes a bit in this book. It's
power scaling?
Power scaling of Percy Jackson.
Oh, okay.
He gets a buff, basically.
Okay, interesting.
And there's lots of Persebeth. Oh, lovely. That's the ship.
Oh, okay.
The canon ship.
Yeah.
Spoilers. And I found, again, just like Lego Movie, rereading these books, I noticed how much of my humor is very much intertwined with the writing style and the humor of Rick's prose in this book. So I really like this. If you didn't already know that, yeah.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Very nice. I think we'll break this part up with one of my media of the week, and then you can go through your last two. I only have one prepared. So I thought I was reading this book, and this book is basically, so the book is called A Telephone Box at the Edge of the Universe. I think that's its name. It's either World or Universe, I forget. But it's basically about, there's this telephone box in some mountainous region in Japan, and people go up to this telephone box. I might have mentioned this last episode a bit, but they just go up to it to just talk to people that have passed, or just people that they don't feel like they can talk to in real life. The telephone box isn't connected to anything, so they're just talking out into the wind. It's sort of just a nice sort of wholesome book about that. And in this, the main character kind of caretakes, starting to rain quite a bit.
we're gonna have to probably move.
The main character caretakes.
So I will quickly finish the part of the character mainly. It caretakes the area of the telephone box. And then there's this really beautiful part where she meets a kid, and there's a certain part in the book. The chapters are sort of split, and there's a part that says how to make children feel happy to be alive. And it says, according to Mrs. Karuda, which is the mom of one of the people that, so the mother that's passed away.
Yeah.
She said, praise them the same number of times plus one as you tell them off. Make pancakes together on a Saturday morning. Look when they say look. And then it continues. Saying during the conversation with another mom, she said, take them to the park to run around every day. Hug them hard when they have a tantrum. Don't take them to toy shops so you don't have to say no. And then a doctor, another doctor, which is the dad of one of the other children, says, read dinosaur books together, take them to the aquarium to see the fish, answer all their questions, including the embarrassing ones. I thought it was just a really nice, wholesome part of the book, and that's what I sort of wanted to share.
Alright.
We will move now, so there'll be another break. All right, we're back. As you can see, the mic has copped a bit of damage. I don't know how much you can see. You can see it's sort of with the light. It's copped a bit of
Yeah.
damage. Here's a lesson for everyone. Don't carry 10 things in your hands with a microphone.
No.
But we are chilling. The quality is still fine. Nothing wrong.
Okay,
We will
okay.
continue on. I shared my piece of media. Yeah, it's all shared.
That's all shared.
Just checking if I read it all.
Yeah.
I sort of meant, I don't know, reading that book and reading books like this. It's one of those like sort of like pieces of media where, like the previous ones that I've talked about, it sort of just empowers you to like live life and sort of just, I don't know, interact with people positively. It guides me towards how I interact with people, which is really good. I enjoy the aspects of me that come from the books that I read.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's it from me. And then from you.
Do I enjoy the aspects of books I read that come from them? I think so. I also have brought two other, I think, foundational books.
Mm-hmm.
At least this first one to my childhood. At least two of you will know it.
I do have Aragon.
You have Aragon?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not to spoil it.
Aragon, Aragon, however one says it.
Aragonoid.
No. This is a brand new spanking book because I gave away these books to a friend to read and I just never got them back.
Yeah, I have a feeling that might happen with one of my books that I lent.
Yeah. And it was and is peak. It is, as many of you may know, fantasy slop. A real combination of overdone tropes. It's basically Star Wars with dragons, but it's great. It is really good. And speaking of
Nice.
Star Wars, this
Of
one
course.
is also new because I at least know where this is. My copy. I've lent it to a friend to read. Not sure if she's ever going to read it, but that's alright. It is Light of the Jedi, the first book in the High Republic by Charles Soule. This came out in 2021, yeah, and it marked the start.
The wind is very breezy right now, but I don't know if it's...
Oh, it's coming on.
Oh, it's
it's
coming.
it's there.
Alright.
It marked the first book of this publishing initiative, and it all, I don't know, I guess reignited my love for Star Wars again. Because up until this book, I didn't really read much Star Wars, I wouldn't say. It's mainly just watching it.
Mm-hmm.
But I got into reading again, after high school. It was my Kickstarter back into reading. Even if it's just really, I won't call it lowbrow. It is like an adult novel, this one, unlike all the other basically young reader books.
Mm-hmm.
It's really great. I would recommend. If you don't like Star Wars at all, but you like fantasy, space fantasy, read that. Just read it.
Fair enough. Alright. I think this marks the end.
This marks the end.
Yes.
We have a
Unfortunately, we do
passage over
have
it,
to
sure.
go. We do have to go towards pool comp now. It is 6:07. So we're
Say that
popping off.
again.
6:07, mate.
It's 6:07. Oh. Yes, no, I'm starving and I'm eager for some pool. I think this is the week that get out first round. But anyway,
We
Yeah.
shall see.
we shall
But yeah,
see.
I hope you all enjoyed this episode. I really enjoyed this episode. I
I
thought it
did.
was like a really cool. It was really interesting to see how different people have different flows, and it's just none of them are better or worse. They're really cool to just see.
different.
It's also really cool to see how like someone on front of a mic presents themselves and how
That
they
is
like.
true as well.
I mean, you would have noticed that about me as well.
Yeah, yeah. No,
how
I'm
different,
completely
like,
different. We turn this off. I'm like,
No, I think I changed quite a bit on front of a mic. I changed a decent amount, I think. But like, it's just interesting to look back on. And yeah, so yeah, enjoy the hour and a half long episode once again. And yeah, I'll catch you all next time with a whole new guest that's not announced yet.
who could it be?
Who could it be? I don't even know.
He doesn't know. No one knows.
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Bye bye.